Hi, I'm Amanda Harvey from ChoosingLifeMyWay.com. Today I'd like to share with you 10 ways to keep going when the going gets tough. We all go through times in our lives where things just feel really difficult and we feel like we're never going to get to where we want to be. And we wonder if we have what it takes to get there and whether we even have what it takes to keep going. I would like to offer you some support and encouragement and tell you that you do have what it takes and you can do it and you will get there, and all you have to do is keep taking one step at a time. And I'd like to share with you some ways to help you keep going even when the going gets really tough. Number one is to look at how far you've come rather than how far you have to go. Looking at the progress that we've made can be very encouraging. When we stop and look at what we've actually achieved, we often find that we've achieved quite a lot, and we haven't really noticed that because we've been doing it one step at a time. And when we see that we've made this progress, that gives us the encouragement that we can make progress and that we have made progress and we will continue to make progress, and that eventually that is going to lead us to where we want to be. Number two is to keep your vision firmly at the front of your mind. So think about where it is that you want to be. Think about your goal. Think about your dream. Think about your ideal life. Write it out. Write out your ideal life, your ideal scene. What is that going to look like when you've achieved your goals and your dreams? How is it going to feel? What is going to be happening? And then read that scene every day. Either aloud, if you can, aloud is wonderful, in front of a mirror is even better, or silently, just keeping that clearly and firmly in your mind is so important in helping you to find the encouragement and the motivation to keep going, no matter how things may feel difficult at that moment. Number three is to take a break. Recognize when things are tough and you really need to take some time out. And there's various different ways that can be really good for taking a break in difficult times, and that can help you to feel better and to recharge and to be able to then get back on track and to keep on keeping on. One way could be to have some light entertainment, have some fun, watch a funny movie and have a really good laugh. Another way could be to release some emotions. You may feel that you've got a lot of pent-up negative emotions, frustration and discouragement. Having a really good cry can be a great way of releasing those emotions and then freeing you up to be able to get back on with what you need to do. Other ways of taking a break: get out in nature. Find a beautiful place in nature that really resonates with you, that makes you feel energized and recharged. Get out and do some exercise. Also a wonderful way to recharge your energy and to get refocused and re-energized, re-motivated. Take a break when you need one, especially when things are difficult. This is really important. Number four is to get support. It's so important to have support and encouragement from other people. It's very difficult to do it all alone, and you don't need to do it all alone. There is support and encouragement available, and it's just a case of finding out where you can get that. Whether it's from a family member or a friend, whether it's from a support professional like a life coach, or there are lots of different ways of finding support online. There are lots and lots of forums and social networking groups where you can connect with people, that you can give and receive the encouragement that everybody needs in order to keep on going. Number five is to use self-help tools and techniques to help yourself stay motivated and on track, and to give yourself encouragement when you feel like things are really getting the better of you. Some really great options of self-help tools include journaling, where you can really explore and express your feelings openly and honestly without any fear of criticism or judgment. EFT tapping is a wonderful technique for releasing negative feelings and thoughts. Discouragement, frustration, all can be very, very helpful to use EFT in those cases. And affirmations are also a fantastic tool for creating positive ways of thinking and replacing negative thoughts and feelings of discouragement with the feelings that you can do it, that you will do it, that you have what it takes, that it's all going to work out for you, that you're going to get there. Number 6, read and listen to inspiring and encouraging materials. Books, articles, and audio programs can be a fantastic source of encouragement and motivation and inspiration on a daily basis. We need to nourish ourselves with these sources as much as possible, especially when the going is tough. Number 7 is to just take the next step. It's so easy to get caught up in this enormous journey when you feel like you've been going uphill forever and you're never going to reach your destination and there's no end in sight. It can feel like you're going to need so many more steps that you really don't think you have the strength and the energy to take all of those steps. Well, don't. Just take the next one. That's all you need to do. That's all you can ever do, and all you ever need to do is just take the next step. Number 8 is keep encouraged by thinking of stories of other people who have faced really difficult and challenging times where they've found it difficult to keep going, but they've persevered. And eventually, sometimes it seems like suddenly or overnight, they've reached their goals. Now, one very good example of this is Christopher Columbus, who just 2 days before he reached America was facing a possible mutiny from his discouraged crew. But he somehow managed to keep the peace, to keep going, and to trust that he was going to get there, and then he did. And that is a fantastic source of encouragement for any times when we feel like we just don't know whether we can keep going. On the flip side of the coin, it can also be helpful to remind ourselves of the situations and the stories of people who have quit when they were so close to achieving their dreams and their goals, and because they allowed the discouragement to get the better of them, they gave up that little bit too soon. There's one famous story that is told often about a prospector during the California gold rush who was digging for gold, and even though he found a little bit here and there, he really didn't find what he was looking for. He didn't find that great big motherlode of gold, and he became discouraged, and he felt like the time and effort that he was putting into this just were not worth it, were not going to pay off, so he sold his tools. And the second prospector went back to where the first one had been digging and continued digging in the same place, and 3 feet later he struck gold, a major amount of gold. So think about, which way do you want to go? Do you want to be the person who keeps going even though you don't know how and when it's all going to happen for you? Or are you going to be the person who says, it's too hard, I'm never going to get there, and give up, and never even probably know that you were so close to making your dreams a reality? You can do it, so just keep going. Just take one step at a time. Number 9 is to put yourself on autopilot. Sometimes it can be very helpful to just stop thinking. Stop questioning everything. Stop wondering about when you're going to get there and how you're going to get there and if you're going to get there. Stop questioning whether you have what it takes to keep going, and just put one foot in front of the other. Point your body in the direction that you want to go and just go without thinking about it. Stop thinking and just do it. And number 10, this is a very, very important part of helping us to keep going when the going gets tough, and that is to have faith. Now, whether you have faith in God or in a higher power, whether you have faith in the perfect order of the universe, whether you have faith in hard work and discipline, whether you have faith in destiny and karma, whether you just have faith in yourself, the important thing is to have faith. and to believe and to trust that things are going to work out for you and it is going to happen and you can do it and you do have what it takes. I hope you've found these 10 ways to keep going when the going gets tough, encouraging and supportive. If you'd like to read more about motivation, inspiration, self-help tools, life coaching, please visit me on choosinglifemyway.com. I'm Amanda Harvey. Thank you for being with me here today. Have a wonderful day.